So Ryan Clark, he was so sad about losing his job at ESPN that on his podcast, The Pivot, he literally broke down crying because he's like, man, I loved that job. Listen, dude, this is advice for everybody out there. If you get fired mid shift, like how they did him, if they literally fired him in the middle of his shift during like a commercial break or something, you cannot possibly feel the same way about that job after that type of disrespect. You just can't. It's like you can't give them public tears or any of that. Some of these guys forget that this is still a corporation. Doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how good you are. If there's somebody out there that doesn't like you, your ass is gone. It's a wrap. Done. Finito. To your immediate bosses and like the people you work with, yeah, you might be somebody. But in the corporation as a whole, we're just numbers. We're just numbers. And just like that, those numbers can be erased. Now, you can be upset that you lost a job you really liked. That's one thing, man, we lost money, we lost benefits. There was a good gig. I lost that. You could be sad about that, but you cannot possibly be sad. Nah, you know what? You just can't give them that. You just can't give them the tears and the satisfaction of like, oh no, did they really hurt you? What? First of all, I already have another successful podcast, right? He's got The Pivot. That is a very successful podcast. So it's not like he's just automatically going broke. He's got money. You are not going to give the corporation the satisfaction of some tears after they fired you mid-shift. Nope, sorry. You got to hold that shit back. You got to hold those tears back. This is how they win. If they fire you mid-shift and they're like, hey, but you still have to finish your shift. But just so you know, after today, just don't come in tomorrow. Or the day after, or the day after. Like, man, I am going home immediately, as a matter of fact. After you give me that message, this is a wrap. Goodbye. Peace. I'm out. But either way, man, it's disrespectful. That was, you know what? They definitely did that to make a point. Be like, hey, we fired one of our best guys mid-shift. We will do that to anybody. Nobody feel comfortable. Right? That's a message. That's a message you send. This is like when the mob, makes a hit to send the message to the other mob or whatever. I don't know. Something of that sort. You guys seen The Sopranos. But they were sending a message to the rest of the employees. You better be quiet or you are done. Now, a regular person might have more right to break down and cry and be like, man, I'm not going to find a job like this again for a long time. But this guy, anyway, man, what do you guys think? Put it in the comments. Let me know. All right, till next one. Peace.